Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful day it is today. A little bit cold and windy and rainy, but not too bad. We've had it worse. I'd like to read you a poem today entitled Undying Love and Memories, taken from the book Twilight Tears and Memories by Suzanne Marcus Lee. The poem goes like this. Imagine if you can the heartfelt sorrow and pain as this old lady before me sits by the fire while only her memories remain. Memories of a long forgotten age is all she has left, when young men and women died by the thousands, leaving families bereft. Pictures hanging from four bare walls, possessions all too few, as she stares at her lost loved ones, her first husband and brothers too. She thinks of what wonderful lives they might have had, as uncles or dad, someone to love, get married and care for, the joys they never had. Instead they ended their lives in misery, alone and unbearable pain, fighting for king and country, never to be seen again. Just a lonely grave with a white cross on a windswept hill is the final resting place for them, and their dreams never to fulfill. She remembers the day they left as though it was only yesterday, a parting kiss, a hug and a wave goodbye as they went on their merry way. Three young servicemen full of life with hearts of gold, to eventually killed in action as the dreaded telegrams told. As she sits there all alone, her heart so sad and blue, she remembers that she's not the only one feeling this wave, believe me do. There are many such lonely old people with sorrowful souls nationwide, who suffer this terrible sense of loss, and their grief they cannot hide. The pain is with them constantly, but more so on one special day each year, when the old soldiers gather around the war memorials and shed a quiet tear. It could have been her lost loved ones standing there so solemn and erect, but instead their fighting companions gather to remember them with respect. The rest of her friends were all killed in the Blitz, at home in their beds, having a drink in the local pub or dining out at the Ritz. Such terrible memories have affected the life she has led. Two young children to raise alone, a loving husband and father shot dead. With a heavy and aching heart she remembers the day when she broke the sad news to her children, and hearing them say, "Why has someone killed our daddy and broken our little heart? Please tell us, Mummy, why did this happen and why we have to part?" She remembers the following days and month, the children sad and blue, too young to understand why their loving daddy did what he had to do. Their days and nights of sadness, crying themselves to sleep, thinking of their poor departed daddy with all too few memories to keep. She remembers quite clearly happier times they all had, sitting around the table whilst laughing and joking with her mum and dad, walking hand in hand and spending warm summers in the park, setting off out early in the morning, not returning until after dark. She remembers a time when she could walk the streets late at night, no fears of muggings or being attacked or having to put up a fight. Parties with her neighbours remain fresh in her mind, helping her come to terms with her sad memories, always caring and kind. As I get up to leave her, I see a tear fall from her eye, and her heartfelt emotions seem to grip her body as she begins to cry. The clock strikes at midnight on this sad and mournful Remembrance Day, as she clasps her aging fingers together and prays in her usual way. I hear her utter a small prayer to God for her lost husband and brothers, and for all such old ladies like herself who have lost so many others. She prays to God, asking that this will be the war to end all wars, so no other servicemen or women will be killed in action from our shores. As I leave finally, I thank her for showing me this love she feels so true, for her dear departed loved ones and their lives for me and you. Surely there is no greater gift any man or woman can give than to give his or her life so courageously so that others may live. I hope you found that somewhat interesting, and as you reflect upon the words in that poem, we would like to remember all those who have died so that we may live in freedom. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.